everyone, I am back with a midweek video. I'm doing a video in the middle of the week just because there's two really exciting stocks that I want to cover before the week ends. And so let's just jump right in. I have a small cap and an OTC for you guys. And to start, we're going to be taking a look at this small cap company, which is NVOS, Novo Integrated Sciences, listed on the NASDAQ. And as you can see from the chart right away, it had a very big jump today off bottom. It was bottom was around that 7-cent mark. And it hit around as high as 14 cents today, and now it's consolidating around that 11-cent range. It's holding up after hours as well, which is always nice to see. You can see it has a $16.5 million market cap, 143 million shares outstanding, 9% insider ownership. Now let's talk about why this had such a big pop today and why I think this could actually see a big continued run here. Obviously not financial advice, just my opinion, but I do think this could see a continuation run because the company is now pretty much completely fundamentally undervalued. Let's take a look at what they announced today. This is a great little DD compilation from Trippy, who's a friend of mine. He goes by @GoldmanSpacks_ on Twitter. So go give him a follow. Great small caps trader to follow. And he outlines some of the announcements from NVOS today, which includes they have a $350 million revenue deal that they press released this morning, as well as a $40 million funding commitment. There was 220 million volume today, which is double the float, and there's warrants at 50 cents. And so he's saying this could be the next TTOO. So for those that don't know, TTOO was a kind of small caps unicorn run that just happened recently. Huge runner, right? This is in July. If you look back, it was down to like 7 cents. Ran all the way to 60 cents here, so almost a 10x run. And every small cap trader was going crazy for this. All the guys on Reddit, all the guys in the Discords, YouTube, Twitter, etc. Everyone was talking about this play. You can see it achieved $165 million market cap now, and the float on TTOO, right? The shares outstanding is 330 million, 283 million share float. So this is basically triple the share structure of NVOS and about 10x the market cap now of NVOS. And NVOS also has more insider ownership. So NVOS has a smaller float, more insider ownership, tiny market cap in comparison. So I think it's fair to say this definitely could be the next TTOO because it has a very similar audience on it. You know, the Reddit traders and the Twitter traders and everyone like that's taking a look at NVOS now, and they're kind of all on pushing NVOS now. So we could see a similar parabolic move here. Obviously we'll have to find out, but based on what we know, which was announced today with the $350 million revenue and $40 million funding commitment, this is clearly undervalued here at only a $16.5 million market cap. Let's take a little closer look at a press release they came out with today, and that is here they talk about their swag agreement. So they have this share purchase agreement, which is an acquisition of Swag Check Inc., right? And this is a pretty highly valued acquisition, which I'll show you in just a moment. And then they talk about a potential share repurchase program here as well. So that's also known as a share buyback. So the company's board of directors is initiating a strategic review to include the consideration of a proposed share repurchase program. So once they finish planning the share repurchase program, they'll initiate that share buyback, and that can really do wonders for a stock, especially at these prices. When the company is buying stock open market alongside retail traders and investors, you get a lot more bid support, you get more liquidity, and you get more buying pressure. So it can do great things for the stock if they do approve the share buyback program. So that's something to look forward to there. And then also for this GIMEG project that they're in early stages of development of, they've already got a funding commitment, a direct investment of $40 million. So again, we talked about the market cap being only $16.5 million market cap. Well, they just got a $40 million funding commitment alongside this $350 million revenue deal. So this is just screaming undervalued to me. I mean, the company's throwing out these huge numbers and huge projections and huge, funding commitments. I don't understand how the market cap could be this tiny. I think it's kind of crazy, right? So this is a very, very interesting stock to watch. I do have some shares here that I bought today, so I'm looking for a nice trade out of it. We'll see how it goes. And here is, I just want to show you, they also released the news today as an 8K, so it's official through the SEC, right? We can see it talks about August 15th, Novo Integrated Sciences issued press release announcing the company and Farm 7 Group have entered a joint venture relating to development, administration, and arrangement of structured financing for the implementation of commencement of the Kenya Agriculture Cooperative Project, a Kenya-centric agricultural project with finalized and executed uptake contracts for food-based agricultural goods on up to 9 million hectares with potential revenue up to $350 million. So that's the full details of this joint venture that's getting them the $350 million deal. And then one more thing, if I can find it here. Let me just do a quick search. So as you can see here, a user actually calculated, and this is from March 10th. We talked about in this PR, the swag agreement, right? This acquisition they have with Swag Inc. So a guy actually did the math through ChatGPT here on March 10th, posted on Twitter. And the results are, ChatGPT said if a company trading at 14 cents with 135 million shares outstanding and a market cap of 18.6 million, it's now actually a cheaper market cap since then, adds an asset worth $90 million, what would be the adjusted share price? And ChatGPT says the adjusted share price should be 0.80. So obviously the share price right now is only 11 cents. ChatGPT is calculating, with this $90 million asset coming in through the Swag acquisition, they're saying the share price should be much, much higher based on fair market calculations, right? So NVOS is probably one of the most exciting plays in small caps right now. Definitely one to look forward to here. And then I want to talk about a really exciting OTC play as well, which is WDRP, Wanderport Corp. So this is can often be a sleeper play. This play goes under people's radars quite often, but it's had some nice runs in the past. Around this time last year, it actually ran to 0.008, which is obviously 4x from the current price of 0.018. And I traded it during that run as well, and it was a great stock for that run. So, I'm back in it now. I think it could be a very good trade here. Obviously, what we want to look at here is the share structure for this price, right? So it's 0.018, very, very cheap, but also phenomenal share structure for this price. A lot of the companies that you see that are this cheap have these bloated share structures where it's over 1 billion shares in the float. This one has only 400 million shares in the float, right? We see here held at DTC, 400 million. And total outstanding shares, which 1/3 are restricted here, but the total outstanding is 690 million. And so the market cap is only 1 million here. And what this company is doing from their Twitter, you can see they're actually getting into AI health and wellness applications. And so they just released their first demo of a AI chatbot based on health and wellness today. This one's focused on diabetes, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. But also the big catalyst here, right, is this tweet right here. The processing of 100 million shares cancellation will be completed today, according to the transfer agent. Efforts continue to further clean up the balance sheet, increase asset values, and add new revenue streams, right? So the big catalyst here is that 100M share cancellation. So we talked about how this is already a phenomenal share structure for this price. Well, it's about to get even better because what we should see tonight or tomorrow reflected right here on this page, otcmarkets.com/stock/WDRP/security. That's where you can check the share structure. And what we're going to see reflected is this outstanding share count is going to go down to 590 million. So they're canceling 100 million shares. That's a quarter of this float here. So that's a massive share cancellation for a share structure like this. And, the ticker has no dilution. It trades clean and it trades thin. And so, if volume does come in here on this catalyst, then we could see a very volatile move to the upside as the stock has done in the past. So that's definitely one to watch with a catalyst like that. And let's just take a quick look here, right, at their diabetes chatbot demo here. So this just gives you a brief look at the type of products they're going to be developing, which is these AI-based products for health and wellness. And so you can see here, I was messing with it a little bit already. It gives you some suggested questions you can ask it, such as what are the symptoms of diabetes? So let's just ask it that. And you plug your question into the bot here, and it's going to give you a pretty detailed answer in an immediate response. And then you can type in custom questions as well. So let's ask it, what can I do to prevent the risk of diabetes? And as you can see, it gives me a detailed answer instantly for any question I type into it here. So it's a pretty standard chatbot in how it functions, but obviously these are going to be focused on the health and wellness sector. And it's going to be interesting to see if they can further develop these products to be something really cool. But again, the main catalyst here is that share cancellation. We've seen stocks in the OTC do very big moves off large share cancellations like this. So, I look forward to seeing what this stock can do as soon as that share cancellation hits, which will be this week. So that's what I wanted to cover for today. NVOS, right? We have the $350 million deal on NVOS. Could do a very similar run here to TTOO, which did 10x. So we'll have to wait and see and find out what this does, but it's definitely undervalued here. And then we have One Report with the big share cancellation coming up. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you this weekend with another video. Thanks again.